Hello everyone and welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. Today the Texans are taking on the 1-0 Tennessee Titans, and the Texans of course are 0-1 after the pretty devastating loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 1. Derrick Henry is a guy who has consistently run all over the Texans in his time as a Titan, so we will see if we can prevent the run game here a bit in week number 2. One thing to keep in mind here is that the Titans did draft Lewis Winter, which is the quarterback that I was most interested in the NFL draft this past offseason. He has a lot of great running ability. It doesn't have elite arm strength, but it's definitely serviceable and is very, very accurate with hidden development. Today, being that it is a Thursday night football game, the Titans will be in their baby blue uniforms, which look awesome as always, and the Texans will be rocking the all red uniforms, including the red pants, which is something I don't believe I used in the last season. It was always white pants. Lewis Winter is the quarterback for the Titans, Ryan Tannehill the backup. Derrick Henry, of course, is the running back. They've got McCole Hardman, Treylon Burks, Robert Woods, Kyle Phillips, and Racey McMath as their wide receiver core. Jody Fortson and Chig Okonkwo are their tight ends. Taylor Lewan, of course, is their elite level left tackle. They've got Quan Mixon, which is a guy I was interested in, but ended up taking Ken Carter, of course, our rookie right guard instead. Jalen Thomas is their right tackle, which is another guy I was interested in. Danico Autry and Jeffrey Simmons are the defensive ends. Taven Bryan and Nick Wilkins are the D tackles. Harold Landry, Zach Cunningham, Bud Dupree are the linebackers. Roger McCreary, Christian Fulton, and Caleb Farley are the corners. Kevin Byard is the free safety, and Amani Hooker is the other safety. And we are underway here in Houston, the first home game for the Texans this season, going up against division rival Tennessee Titans, of course. They're definitely the best team in this division, I would say, at least on paper, and especially now that they've got their quarterback of the future in Lewis Winter, a superstar development quarterback drafted early in the first round. Lewis Winter is definitely going to be a guy we see a lot going forward in this series. On 1st and 10, Lewis Winter will hand off to Derrick Henry, who breaks this to the right side, breaks a tackle, and then is brought down by Jalen Petrie. Derrick Henry, like I said, is known to run all over this Texans team, almost impossible to tackle in the open field, so we'll see what we can do to slow him down. On 2nd and 5, Winter across the middle finds McCole Hardman, and he's brought down after a pickup of 12, and that'll be a first down. And on that first down, Derrick Henry, a run up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, and then is brought down by Derek Stingley and Jalen Petrie. But he does have another first. And then on 1st and 10 from the 43, Lewis Winter dumps this off to Derrick Henry. Jalen Petrie gets absolutely bowled over. And then eventually Derrick Henry is brought down. On 2nd down, Derrick Henry to the left side, breaks a tackle, and then is brought down by Jalen Petrie this time. And immediately he is averaging almost 10 yards per carry, and we are not doing a great job at stopping him. Haskins in the backfield this time. He'll break this to the left side. A decent run here, definitely not quite as much as Derrick Henry's been getting, but still a pickup of 6, setting up a 3rd down as Winter is back to throw. Pocket collapsing, dumps it off left side. Christian Harris can't make the tackle, and then Derrick Henry is brought down eventually by Christian Kirksey, but it is a first down for the Titans, already nearing the red zone. A pitch this time to Derrick Henry. Christian Kirksey's there, but he gets stiff-armed. To the 10, to the 5, laid out by Jalen Petrie. Maybe a little angry on that tackle. He's down to the 6. Inside the 10, it's 1st and goal for the Titans. Winter looks to throw, has a little bit of time, but it's running out, and he ends up throwing this one away, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 6 now, it's a handoff to Haskins, and he's got a pickup of about 3 yards. And now from the 3, it is 3rd and goal. And there is a flag on this play. It looks like somebody may have jumped, and it is a false start on the Titans as they will be pushed back to the 8. Lewis Winter back to throw, looking to run. He outruns Christian Kirksey. Touchdown, Titans. This is something we need to worry about with Lewis Winter. If you remember anything from his scouting report, he is an elite level running quarterback with a pretty good arm and great accuracies. He really is a special talent And he's proving so today so far, as he's been quite good to this point. Touchdown Titans, touchdown Lewis Winter. They take an early 7-0 lead. And that's where our rookie quarterback, Tyler Gibson, will take over. He played pretty well other than one fairly crucial mistake in the game against the Buccaneers. I'm excited to see what he can do. Also a very good running threat, but not quite, or not even nearly as accurate as Lewis Winter. On 1st and 10 from the 26, we'll hand off to the superstar running back Dameon Pierce, who runs over a Titans defender and has a first down of his own, a rush of 13, matching Derrick Henry's first few rushes. 1st and 10 now for Dameon Pierce again, shakes off one defender, but only a pickup of 1 as the Titans swarm to him. Pretty good game in week 1 for Dameon Pierce. On 2nd and 9 now, Tyler Gibson will look to throw for the first time today, and it's a dropped interception. A bad decision to throw there from Tyler Gibson, as it probably should have been picked. And now on 3rd and 9, Gibson looks to throw down the field. That's rookie Clyde Rosenberg. The speed threat down the field has a big gain, and he's to the 36 as the Texans move the chains. And on 1st and 10 from the 36, Gibson looks to throw again, dumps it off to tight end Stephon Streets. He's got a pickup of 4. And it'll be from the 31. Ty Johnson in the backfield, but Tyler Gibson will keep. Stiff arms one defender and has a lot of room to work with. Tries to juke out another, but is down to the 9. A good run there for Tyler Gibson. Again, a really good running threat is Tyler Gibson. This is a dump off to Stephon Streets, and it's only good for a pickup of a few, setting up a 3rd and goal from the 3. Gibson back to pass, a free blitzer, but it doesn't matter. The ball's out too quickly. Touchdown Texans. Brevin Jordan in the end zone. And I got to think that his days of being tight end 2 are a little bit numbered, as if you'll recall, we do have that hidden development tight end, undrafted rookie Brett Redding back behind him. So he, is eventually going to end up taking over Brevin Jordan's role. It's sort of just a matter of when. Not that I don't like Brevin Jordan, but you got to let these star development or higher players develop in the offense. On 1st and 10, the Titans will take back over after the game was tied up. 7-7 now. Derrick Henry, another good run. He just will not go down. Already 60 yards on the day. A pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and 1. And another jump this time. It looks like it's on the Titans once again. And it is a false start. That backs him up a little bit. Now 2nd and 6. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter as Lewis Winter looks to throw. Looking deep down the field, it's knocked away. Actually, it was caught by Traylon Burks, but he was out of bounds. 3rd and 6 now. Lewis Winter getting blitzed. Bernard Camp in the backfield makes Lewis Winter throw a bad pass, and it falls incomplete. And the Titans will have to punt it away. Stonehouse in the game to punt this away on 4th and 6. And the punt is to undrafted rookie free agent John Bronson. And he's got some running room to the right side. He's to the 40, has a blocker in front of him, outruns the next defender, and nobody's going to catch him. He's to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Texans. John Bronson, an undrafted free agent, making a huge impact here in week number 2, giving the Texans a lead on a punt return touchdown. Last week, you'll remember it was Shamir Duggins getting the kickoff return touchdown, another undrafted rookie, and now John Bronson. These undrafted rookies really trying to find ways to make an impact, and a huge one here from Bronson as the Texans will take an early lead, 14-7. Lewis Winter and, more importantly, Derrick Henry retake the field from the 23, and a short carry here for Derrick Henry. On 2nd and 8, it'll be a fake to Henry this time, and to the left side, wide open is Chigakonkwo, and he's got a huge first down nearly to the 50-yard line. A great pass from Lewis Winter. On 1st and 10, it's another fake to Derrick Henry. Lewis Winter scrambling in the backfield, throws this one down the field, and it's caught. That's McCole Hardman down the field. Lewis Winter making some absolutely insane plays in the backfield, getting chased down by Jonathan Grenard, and Bernard Camp running to his weak side makes that type of throw. That is a special player right there. Derrick Henry on the run after the huge play for the Titans. Now at the 17, and it's a fake jet sweep and then a handoff to Henry, brought down quickly by Desmond King. A good open field tackle there. And now on 3rd and 8 from the 18. It'll be another handoff to Derrick Henry. He breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's got the first down. 2 opportunities to tackle him before he got the first down yardage, and we just could not do it. And now on 1st and goal after the blown play defensively, and it's a touchdown in the end zone, is Treylon Burks. The Titans will tie this game back up. And this was a very interesting route from Treylon Burks. I don't know if I just got juked out of my shoes as I was kind of using the corner here, but he did like some weird cutback route. I don't know if this was by design or just it's where the pass was, and Burks went back to it, but it got me pretty good. On 2nd and 8, the Texans will take over. And it's a fake to Dameon Pierce. It's a keeper for Tyler Gibson. A lot of running room to the right side, and then he's forced out of bounds at the 47. This is part of why we chose Tyler Gibson over Matt Glenn, is because he has this elite running ability. 1st and 10 now as this one's intercepted. Tyler Gibson, inaccurate throw looking for Dameon Pierce, and it is intercepted by Joe Schobert at the middle of the field, and the Titans will take back over. This is a risk we run. I was just singing the praises of Gibson and his running ability, but his accuracies are not quite there just yet. On 1st and 10 as the Titans take over, Derrick Henry on the carry, runs over one Texans defender, and then eventually goes down after a pickup of 6. From the 44, another handoff Derrick Henry, and Blake Cashman can't make the tackle, and then eventually Jalen Petrie does at the 30. Jalen Petrie seems to be the only guy that can occasionally bring down Derrick Henry, as he'll run again. MJ Stewart and Christian Harris in on the tackle that time. Still a pickup of 8, though, as he's averaging roughly 10 yards per carry still. On 2nd and 2, they'll go back to Henry, spins off of Derek Stingley's tackle, and then is brought down, but does have another first down. 5 minutes left to play in the 2nd quarter. Derrick Henry up the middle, breaking some tackles, breaking another tackle, and then is brought down by Jalen Petrie. We just can't tackle this man. 2nd and 3 now as Winter will look to throw, and he'll actually step up to run and then slides, but does have the first down yardage, as it'll be 1st and goal from the 6 for the Titans. And on that 1st and goal, across the middle, it's caught. That's Robert Woods. Touchdown, Titans. And the Titans just making offense look really, really easy, and I guess it is when you have Derrick Henry, who literally cannot be tackled by this defense. It's like we're allergic to him or something. 21-14 for the Titans as the Texans take back over. On 1st and 10, it's another fake to Dameon Pierce and a keeper for Tyler Gibson. Only one man to beat here on the right side, and he can't do it. Is brought down, but does have the first down yardage, as 3.5 minutes are left to play here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Gibson looks to throw, rolling to his right. On the run, finds Nico Collins. He's got DJ Chark downfield making a block. And Nico Collins with a big gain. He's to the 27-yard line. And the Texans are on the move. 2nd and 9. Gibson will throw this across the middle. That's rookie tight end Stephon Streets. And it'll be a pickup of a few. And now 3rd and 1. It'll be a handoff to Dameon Pierce up the middle. Gets a good block from center Justin Britt. And then is brought down at the 2-yard line. Can't quite punch that into the end zone, as we are past the 2-minute warning now. 1.5 minutes left to play. A fake Dameon Pierce. Tyler Gibson keeps and is laid out in the backfield. A loss of 3. Now from the 5-yard line on 2nd and goal. Gibson throws across the middle. It's Stephon Streets again, but only good for a pickup of 2. So now we are at 3rd and goal with 1 minute left to play in the first half. Tyler Gibson making some adjustments, and he finds DJ Chark in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. DJ Chark has been pretty quiet so far in the first week and now about halfway through the 2nd week, but he does get a touchdown reception here as Tyler Gibson finds him in the end zone. And the game is going to be all tied up with this extra point knotted at 21 points each. Still 1 minute left to play, and all of the timeouts for the Titans. And with how Derrick Henry is running, maybe they just hand off to him once. On 1st and 10, Lewis Winter will look to throw down the field. Wide open is Robert Woods. Blown coverage there from the Texans, as now the Titans are practically already in field goal range. On 1st and 10 with 50 seconds left to play, Lewis Winter looks to throw, throws left side, and it's caught. Stepping out of bounds is Okonkwo, and it will be 2nd and 8 for the Titans. from the 45. Winter looks to throw again, rolling to his right, and now he's going to step up to run, and is brought down by Derek Stingley at the 40-yard line. And with only 40 seconds left, Winter will look to throw on 3rd and 3. Across the middle, it's caught, and that is Jody Fortson on that catch, I believe. And that's a first down for the Titans. Only 10 seconds left to play. They need to run a quick play and call a timeout, as this is knocked away by Christian Kirksey, nearly an interception. 8 seconds left. The offense still on the field. 2nd and 10. Lewis Winter looks to throw. It's intercepted by Akello Witherspoon. The free agent signing in the offseason, making a big impact here early in the season, picking off rookie Lewis Winter. And that will force us into halftime, still tied 21-21. A great way to keep points off the board at the end of the half. 21-21, like I said, the Titans have had way more possession than us, and their offense is honestly moving a lot better than ours. Somehow we've got this game tied, though, as we'll get underway here. In the second half, the Texans will start with the ball, as that's Shamir Duggan's back to return, and he is to the 25, which is where Tyler Gibson and Damian Pierce will take over the offense on 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff to the aforementioned Damian Pierce. He's got a pickup of 6, setting up a 2nd and 4 from the 31. Raheem Mostert, someone you may have forgot was even on the team, was in the backfield on this play. Tyler Gibson has got a good run here, though. A pickup of 14. He's to the 45-yard line. Damian Pierce back in the game. Gibson will look to throw across the middle to Nico Collins. And a good route from him will earn him some extra yardage. And he's to the 31-yard line in Titan territory. 1st and 10 now. Handoff Ty Johnson, who earned the roster spot in the preseason. He's to the 27, only a pickup of 4. And on 2nd down, Gibson will look to throw under some pressure across the middle, finds Stephon Streets with the sure hands, makes the catch even while getting hit. And he's to the 14-yard line. The Texans in the red zone. Damian Pierce on a carry. Thought he had a running lane up the middle there. Only a pickup of 5, but still pretty good. 3rd and 4 now from the 8. Gibson looks to throw in the end zone. It's Clyde Rosenberg. He got the feed in. Touchdown, Texans. I am really, really excited about Clyde Rosenberg. We didn't have really a true speed threat in the passing game last season, and he is a speed threat to be sure. As he gets both feet down, a good toe drag there at the back of the end zone. Tyler Gibson, Clyde Rosenberg, get used to it. You're going to see that a lot this season, I am sure. As the Texans take a 28-21 lead, and the Titans will take over from their own 25. Lewis Winter back to pass. Has a good pocket, and across the middle finds McCole Hardman, who's brought down by Derek Stingley, and they're already past midfield. It's one play to midfield, seemingly every drive for the Titans. 1st and 10 now, as Winter will throw this right side. Then that's Jody Fortson on the reception, a pickup of 3. 6.5 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Lewis Winter looking deep down the field. It's McCole Hardman again, and he makes the catch over Derek Stingley. Derek Stingley had great coverage, and McCole Hardman just made a better catch. 1st and goal already for the Titans from the 10 with 6 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Lewis Winter will hand this off to Derrick Henry, and he's not met until he's already past the goal line. Another touchdown for the Titans running back Derrick Henry. Have a day. I talked about how a key to our defense would be trying to stop that man right there, and it's just impossible. You can't tackle him in the midfield, and you cannot get off of blocks. Touchdown Titans. They tie the game back up. An absolute shootout here in Houston, as Tyler Gibson and the offense take over from the 15. Tyler Gibson on the keeper. There's a flag down. He's got a ton of room in front of him, nearly to the 45, where he's pushed out of bounds. But it looks like this is going to be an illegal block in the back, unfortunately. And the big play is erased as Stephon Streets makes a rookie error there. On 1st and 14, it's going to be a fake to Raheem Mostert. Across the middle, Tyler Gibson finds Stephon Streets on the next play, fighting for some extra yards at the end of that, and has a pickup of 12. 2nd and 2, it's a fake to Damian Pierce, and it's a throw to Stephon Streets yet again, and he's to the 40-yard line before he gets pushed out, making a big impact here after the flag earlier in the drive. And Tyler Gibson will keep again, breaks this to the outside. He's got a 1st down and maybe a little bit more. Looks like that's going to be a pickup of 12. Tyler Gibson, 77 yards rushing on the day. First and 10 from the 48. Gibson will look to throw. Finds Dameon Pierce, who breaks a tackle and has a first down. Jukes out another defender, and then is brought down at the 32. A big day for Dameon Pierce, as it always is. Really, really cool to see the player he has turned into. Raheem Mostert out of the backfield this time, loses a yard. From the 33, Gibson back to throw. Up the middle of the field, looking for Stephon Streets. It's deflected and then intercepted. And this one is going to be a pretty big return as he gets back to the 43-yard line. That's Yusuf Corker, who is actually the backup to Kevin Byard. So the Titans take back over after turning over Tyler Gibson. First and 10 from the 43, looking deep down the field. It's knocked away from McCole Hardman this time. Excuse me, that was Traylon Burks. And it'll be 2nd and 10. As it's a handoff to Derrick Henry. Who else? Breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 4 tackles. And then is brought down after a pickup of 8. Unbelievable. 3rd and 2. Another handoff to Henry. You know he's getting the first. It's just how much more is he getting after that? Not a ton. He's to the 45. And it's a first down yet again for the Titans. Winter out of the shotgun, looks to throw. Dumps this off right side. It's caught by Robert Woods, who's pushed out of bounds after a pickup of 9. And they are inside the 40. 2nd and 1, it's a handoff. Pierce breaks Christian Kirksey's tackle and has his legs taken out by MJ Stewart. Still good enough for a first down, though. 1st and 10 from the 33. It's Hassan Haskins in the backfield this time. And we are able to tackle him in the open field, as it's only a pickup of 7, but still a pickup of 7. Derrick Henry back in the game. Left side run, and he's going to fall forward. He's got another first down, 141 yards on the day. Derrick Henry on the carry again, and he's going to punch this into the end zone. Great blocking and a good run from Derrick Henry gets him another touchdown on the day. Yeah, just good downfield blocking. MJ Stewart couldn't get off his block until it was too late. And the Titans will retake the lead. It is now 35-28 as we have just entered the 4th quarter. And Tyler Gibson and the offense will take over. As he looks to throw, finds Chris Avery, one of the 4 tight ends on the roster, another undrafted free agent. 3rd and 5 now from the 25. Gibson looks to throw, and he's got Clyde Rosenberg with a first down and a little bit of extra yardage. Gets laid out at the 37. But it's still a first down for the Texans. Now we fast forward to 2nd and 6. Gibson looks to throw across the middle. It's Clyde Rosenberg again. And he's got a pickup of 9. And we're to the 50-yard line with another fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 from the 50. It's going to be a keeper again for Tyler Gibson. And he spins out one defender. Lucky not to fumble there, honestly. He got walloped at the end of that. And it'll be 2nd and inches after the gain of about 9 or 10. This time, we'll give it to Dameon Pierce. Cuts back and has a good gain here. Pickup of 7. Only 10 rushes on the day for Dameon Pierce. On 1st and 10, it's going to be a run-pass option. We opt for the pass, and Nico Collins has another pickup here. Over 200 yards on the day for Tyler Gibson. If we could just erase those 2 interceptions, he'd be looking really good. On 3rd and 2, across the middle, Dameon Pierce on the reception, nearly to the 10. They'll call him down at the 11. So still the possibility for a first down before the goal line here. And so on 1st and 10, a handoff Ty Johnson, giving Dameon Pierce a break. He's only got a pickup of 3. Setting up a 2nd and 7 from the 7 as Raheem Mostert in the backfield now, but Tyler Gibson will keep, and there's nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Texans. He's good through the air sometimes, but he's exceptional on the ground. Tyler Gibson punches this into the end zone and will tie it back up for the Texans. It's 35 apiece for the Texans and the Titans, and this one is going to come down to the wire. The PAT is up, and it is good, solidifying that 35-35, like I had just said. A long drive that time, 12 plays, 79 yards, as the Titans will take back over. They could try to make this the final possession of the game if they want to chew as much clock as possible. Derrick Henry on the carry. Doesn't get a lot of yards for once, only a pickup of 3. He's got 166 on the day. 2nd and 7, it's a fake to Derrick Henry this time, and Lewis Winter is sacked. It's Jonathan Grenard, the sack leader from last season, finding the rookie quarterback and bringing him down. his first sack of the day. 3rd and 10 now as Lewis Winter is in the shotgun, and he will look to throw. And he'll run into Jonathan Grenard again. Back-to-back sacks for Jonathan Grenard, and it forces a 4th down for the Tennessee Titans. One of our best players steps up in a big way in a crucial moment of this Week 2 matchup against divisional rival Tennessee. Jonathan Grenard, an absolute stud. Tennessee will punt. And the Texans, with good field position and plenty of time, take over from the 46. Raheem Mostert in the backfield to start the drive. 1st and 10, he goes absolutely nowhere. Loses 4. 2 rushes for -4 is not ever really the stat line you want to see. So on 2nd and 13, Gibson will look to throw. And over the middle, it's Clyde Rosenberg. A good throw from Tyler Gibson, a very well-timed throw, as it was right in between 2 linebackers. And Clyde Rosenberg having a huge impact here in Week 2. Gibson will fake it to Pierce. And across the middle to the left side is Stephon Streets. Stephon Streets and Clyde Rosenberg have been the early favorites for Tyler Gibson. I guess it's that rookie-to-rookie connection. On 1st and 10 after the 2-minute warning, it's a handoff to Dameon Pierce. Not a rookie anymore, but instead in his sophomore season, looking to improve on what he did in his Rookie of the Year campaign. And he's got a 1st down here, can't punch it into the end zone, but it will set up a 1st and goal, and Tennessee has started using timeouts. Instead of trying to punch it into the end zone, we're going to burn as much clock as possible and kick a field goal, but we probably left too much time on the clock. A little bit mismanaged there, I will say, and there's still 25 seconds. The Titans don't have any timeouts, but they have shown an ability to move the ball very, very quickly. Robert Woods will bring this out of the end zone and doesn't quite get to the 25, but is pretty close at the 23. 21 seconds left for rookie quarterback Lewis Winter. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff to Derrick Henry, and he's got running room to the left side. MJ Stewart can't bring him down. Witherspoon eventually pushes him out of bounds, but it's a huge gain to the 43, and because he stepped out of bounds, the clock stops. 14 seconds left to play, and the Titans elect to kick a field goal here. On 1st and 10 with 14 seconds, it's a 60-yard attempt. It's up, and it's off the crossbar. It's no good. The Texans are going to win this game. An absolute classic against the Titans here in Week 2, as the kick was a 60-yard attempt, and it was just short. It was hooking right at the last second, and probably had the accuracy, though just barely. It needed a foot extra of power. And the Titans fail to tie up the game, and the Texans take the early season dub against the divisional rival. Texans improve to 1-1 on the season, and the Titans fall to 1-1. What an incredible game. A really, really fun game, as both offenses were kind of cooking, particularly the Titans offense and Derrick Henry, as we were absolutely getting run all over. And we'll take a look at the stats. Tyler Gibson, outside of the 2 interceptions, one of which being a deflected one, really a pretty good game. 255 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he had a bunch of yards on the ground as well. Lewis Winter had an almost identical rating. Had the 1 interception at the end of the half that didn't have a ton of impact on the game, although it did force them to lose out on 3 points, and they lost by 3 points. So Derrick Henry broke 19 tackles, by the way, which is just absolutely absurd. Like, we actually just cannot tackle him if it's one-on-one. It's unreal. 13 attempts is all Dameon Pierce had today, only 72 yards, which is actually pretty good. 5.5 average is great. Tyler Gibson, 12 attempts for 90 yards. Stephon Streets was the #1 target. Clyde Rosenberg had a lot of catches, including a touchdown catch. And then outside of that, it was Nico Collins was a ways down the board for the Texans at a few catches less than Clyde Rosenberg. And Tyler Gibson, crucially, has an upgrade here, which is something he definitely needs. I mean, look at those accuracies. Definitely need to improve. I believe I picked Field General, and this is the upgrade I got. 3 awareness and 1 throw act short. So I'm never doing the Field General upgrade ever again. We will fast forward to mock draft number 1. Randall Curtis appears to be far and away the best player in this draft, and Gia Wilds is who we are expected to take, an early halfback. Makes no sense to me. We've got the halfback of the future in Dameon Pierce. I have really no interest in a halfback other than finding a new sort of speedster to be the backup to Dameon Pierce. Free safety is a position I'm interested in, which is where Dexter Walden comes in. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always, and we will be taking on the New England Patriots led by Tom Brady in week number 3. So stay tuned for that one. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.